Grandma DC here, and I'm in the car and I am heading to pick up my grandkids. I tell you what, I have more film footage I have been doing over the last week. I did a pizza lasagna carnivore kind of stack that turned out being pretty darn tasty, and I got a quail cage and I put it together, and then I lost all the nuts and bolts and I had to watch my film to see where I'd put the nuts and bolt. Like they had a magnet, I could retrieve them. I had dropped them down the hole in the kitchen, and but I've never got any of it put into a film, a whole coherent film. Why? Yeah, just being lazy, I guess. So just excited about my new quail venture and my new little quails. Although they are laying me about 1 egg a day, so I think we got to wait till spring's a little further along and they settle down a bit more. Probably just the shock of moving and everything. So yeah, when we get back, I'm going to have the grandkids with me. We're going to have to do some filming of the chickens. We're having a little problem with the new chickens because my old girls are picking on them. Yeah, they're just going to have to fall to the bottom of the pecking order and learn to live with it, I guess. My granddaughter has invited me to come to her school tonight before we come home and see a play. I think it's a play, and I'm really excited about that. She says, "Grandma, I'll pay your way in. It's cheap." CHEEP. That was perfectly appropriate for this grandma with all of her birds. So yeah, that's where I'm heading right now, guys. Who knows if I'll ever be able to get a coherent video put back together for you, but I'm going to try. Oh my goodness, I just got them today and they've already laid an egg. Can you believe it? That's fantastic. Thanks, guys. My first one to try to eat. Hello, Grandma DC here. I hope you can see me. I have my camera propped up. I just got this package and I'm hoping that it's the new quail cage that I had to order. Have to. You know, if you're going to raise birds for eggs and meat, you need something to keep them in that's proper. And I have been waiting on this. Oh dear. This is packaged well. Oh, it's got those metal copper clips. What's the price of copper nowadays? Let's see if we can get this open. I got this off of eBay. If this is what it is. Unless I've ordered something I've totally forgotten about. Nope, this is the cage. Oh, right in pieces. Always. But it looks like it's going to be bigger than I thought it was going to be. Well, so far I don't see any instructions. Woo! This might be a call to Jennifer or Pam. This is going to take two-woman power to put together. But I wanted you all to see it. This is going to be really proper for them. It's got the nipple waters, which will help because quails, I understand, are very messy with their water. And it's got feeder trays. Well, I'm going to get it out of here and we'll see. Let's just have a look. Maybe it's not that hard. Boy, is it just me, or every time I get something and it's packed in cardboard and it has these like really sturdy corner pieces, I think those ought to be good for something. I should keep those. I don't know what. Send me ideas. Everybody's like, oh, you can make a birdhouse out of it, or you can, you know, I don't know, roast a turkey on a fire outside. This came off of eBay. Can you see the sign here from the Wynola Ranch? This was the most inexpensive one, and metal. What I understood, I researched it, said the plastic ones that are on Amazon are like throwaway. And that the best ones, if you're going to raise quail and keep them, are the metal. And I was really impressed. This was also cheaper than the plastic ones. Then it came in within 2 weeks. That's pretty good. Instructions. Got some nuts and bolts here, not too many. Lay out all the components, put the cage on its side, put the stand over the cage, Put 3 Phillips bolts and nuts loosely by hand. Turn the cage around. Do the same procedure. Stand the cage up. This looks simple. I think I can do this. All right. I'll get back to you after I've worked on this a while. This is great. New cat toy with fun things. Oh boy, they're going to love that. Okay, this wasn't the craziest or hardest thing I've ever done, but it was right up there with harder than it should have been. If I had proper tools, that would help. But I finally got it put together. Thank heavens I was filming myself. Maybe as senior citizens should always film ourselves, because I couldn't find the nuts and bolts. I had filmed the part where I got them out of the thing, and then they just disappeared. They were gone like magic. Poof. I had to go back, unload my video, watch what I did, and where I put them. And I had put them on the corner of the counter. And I thought, oh my God, they got knocked off. Well, sure enough, I didn't close the package, and they went down in my open vent. Luckily, there's a bunch of garbage in that open vent, so they didn't go too far. I managed to find a magnet and get them all back out. Yes, it was way harder than it should have been, but that's just the way stuff goes for Grandma DC. That's just my luck. So I've got to get, it says find a bucket or container of your choice and drill a 7/16 hole in the lower side. Pull the rubber water valve through, make it nice and waterproof, or scan the QR code on the right side to get an idea. My phone doesn't scan codes, so I guess I can't get an idea. But they do say there's a phone number, give us a message or something. We will be happy to answer your questions. So I think I can figure out how to attach some sort of a water bottle up here. And we'll have a really nice egg producing cage that's easy to clean. The bottom just slides right in under here. And there you go. You just clean it down there, feed them here, eggs roll out here, and they stay nice and clean. This is going to be so cool, guys. I can't wait to get them into it. Found a use for those cardboards. I used some craft sticks, duct taped them across, and made a stand for the water bottle that I made. And I just cut a hole in the bottom and shoved that rubber end in there, and I sealed it on the bottom with some hot glue and Flex Seal, although the Flex Seal nearly melted it, so maybe that wasn't such a great idea. I have put 4 in here, as this cage probably holds more than that, but I didn't want to crowd them right off the bang. And they've got their food. That white one is a male. Both of my white ones are males. And these are the golden ones. There's the golden girls. For now, I've left the other remaining females and male over in this side. We're going to need this cage when we get a bunch of babies, but for now, I thought we'll just keep them separated. You guys happy in your new cage? Huh? They make the sweetest noises. Although he can yell pretty loud though. Okay. Scud, you are going to have to get over wanting to eat quail. Maybe if I cook some someday you can have some, huh? Right, Maggie? You and Scud are matching today. Mag has on her, yes, you got on a little sweater and your underwear because it's cold out. Got your thermals on under that. I know. Oh, you're such a good girl. You wouldn't bother the quail. No, you wouldn't. You? Yeah, you too. Oh, I can't help it. They look delicious. We're going to have to work on that.
Sit on?
Yep, this is ChaCha, the one with the splayed leg.
Oh,
she didn't do it. She didn't do it.
Oh, she had her wing out. Speaking of the dog.
Oh, all I got was dog.
Lay down.
No, she's walking forward anyway. Used to be when you put the diaper on her, she started walking backwards.
She still does that sometimes.
Say she had splayed legs and could barely walk, and now she walks like a runway model. But she's walking. That's the whole point. She is walking. let me see if I can get this off of here. And she's laying eggs. That's the most important thing. Good girl. Oh, dog tail. Gee whiz. Whacked you right in the face, or ChaCha, you poor thing. Gonna go get some dog food to eat? She likes dog food.
She also likes being held.
Yes, she likes being held. She is a spoiled, rotten... You think my chickens are rotten. And that chicken is rotten tot. The apartment dwelling bird. She could have her own YouTube channel. Hazel is feeding the chickens, giving them some water. They're all happy to see her. Aren't you, girls? We decided to... One of the new white ones was getting picked on, so we put her in with Horace. And he's pretty happy to have companionship. She seems pretty happy too, actually. Not to be picked on by the others. Aw, her sister misses her. She's like, why are you in there?
No, I think she's making fun of her because she's a butt.
Maybe she's like, hey, is there more food in there than out here? Oh boy. Are you happy to have a girlfriend? Oh, you betcha. Not lonely anymore, huh, Horace? He'd be a showbird if he was... He's a Sarama, but he's too big. He's a big Sarama. But he could be a showbird. He's so beautiful. Everybody was thirsty, huh? Yep.
Their water bowl had ice.
Yep. I usually have to dump the ice out and refill it.
They're happily pecking at it, so I was like,
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Saramas seem to drink more water than the big chickens. There is Survivor. Gonna get some love, aren't you,
yeah.
Survivor? And my little bald head. Where Daddy pecked my feathers off when I was a baby chickie. We're gonna do a size comparison. This is a Sarama hen. She's a young one, as compared to a quail. She looks giant next to the quail.
My hands look giant.
And these are large Caturnix quails, so this is about as big as they get, I think. Beep, beep, beep. Aren't you being pretty, girl? Talking pretty? She says, I'm watching that dog down there. Wow. They are so much fun. Watering system broke down that I made, wouldn't you know, so we've had to put a bowl in. So much for my skills at making water bottles and things that don't leak. Thought I'd done really good. I'm going to lay her on her back and love on her. There you go. She says, I don't mind.
Hey, Kat. You were...
Hope you enjoyed Quail Day. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity. If you like to keep Grandma's insanity coming, you can click on my funny face, go to my homepage, and donate down in PayPal, but you don't have to.